system. We've got DreamFilter. So you guys said you've been using this already.
Yes.
This is your pre-shampoo mineral and metal remover for the hair. So this actually pulls out any impurities that might be in the hair. You guys probably have people that like swim in the sea, they have well water, lake water. It's a nightmare if you're trying to maintain a beautiful like blonde color. You probably experience it, right? It's tough to maintain that type of color because it can very quickly turn brassy, it can turn dull. And the biggest issue that we face as hairdressers right now is you do a beautiful color, your client leaves, they wash their hair in like bad water like a couple of times, and it starts to turn a bit brassy. They run to CVS and buy purple shampoo and then completely ruin their hair. Because purple shampoos are so aggressive, they actually stain the hair and they're very difficult for a consumer to control. They're great for us, they were designed for professionals to use, but when your consumer takes it home, they have no clue and they use it too much, they leave it on too long, so your client comes back and you're like, what the hell happened to my color? I did not intend this to be gray. I intended it to be blonde. Do you ever experience that? Yeah, it's like crazy, right? So that's a major issue. DreamFilter is like the perfect solution to that because you can use it like during your service, but then you recommend it to your customer and you tell them, look, every third wash, please make sure you filter your hair because what it's going to do, it's going to keep my color looking perfect, like forever, you know, that's the kind of the intention of it. So all you do is just mist it through. And in 1 to 3 minutes, this lifts out any mineral and metal. So it doesn't matter what I'm trying to achieve on the hair, I always filter it. Whether I'm doing this curly, this could have like some rough stuff in it. If I'm doing straight, even with dark hair, I would filter it. You're gonna see more of like an instant difference on blonde hair, of course. So just 1 to 3 minutes, that's all you need to do and it pulls it all off. And what's great about this is like keratin, extensions, color, and the whole thing. So say it's a Varna, right? So if I wanted to do a Varna's hair in the past and just in a class like this, I wanted to do a quick demineralizing treatment, a quick detox of the hair, it's impossible. Because you've got to take something, you've got to mix it up, put it on the hair, put it under a cap, put it under heat, you know, leave it on for a long time. It's going to leave your hair very dry and like stripped. So an old school detox, I say, is like pulling out a flip phone to make a phone call. It's old school. So you don't need to do that. You want to pull out an iPhone 13 and get an instant result. And that's what this does. Literally 1 to 3 minutes, you spray it on dry, wash the hair, and all it's going to do is just brighten up your hair, give it a better finish. And that's really what we want to kind of achieve right now. What I do love to do as well, and this is a great way to like introduce it into your service during the day, when you put highlights into someone's hair, you can actually add it on as a little instant brightening service. So spray it in between the foils. So say I put all the foils in Ivana's hair.
So are you allowed to do that? Like, can it sit for longer than?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, because I did it on my hair, but I only let it sit on for 5 minutes.
Sure.
Because I didn't know if it would hurt the hair to sit on any longer.
No, great point. It needs 1 to 3 minutes, but it's safe even if you left it on for half an hour.
Okay.
Right? It's totally, you can even put it under heat process. It's fine.
Okay.
What it does is it just gently lifts the impurities off the hair and then encapsulates them on the surface of the hair. And that's it. So once they're encapsulated, they just sit there, and as soon as you rinse and wash, they all pull off the hair. So to actually spray it in between foils, you could add an extra $10 and say, hey, while you're processing, I've got this like extra like brightening detox service I can just do on your hair. I mean, you literally would use like that much of the bottle, $10. Can you imagine? You buy 6 of these retail, you get a back bar size for free, right? That back bar size then turns into like $200, $250, 25 uses. Do you see? It's like, I'm going to sell 6 and I'm going to make $250 spraying on every single highlight line. So there's ways you can make a lot of money using these really advanced products, because in the past to do a detox on the hair is a long fanfare. I watched a TikTok just about it the other day, and it was funny. It was someone that put all this bleach on the hair, and the bleach was all like bubbling and going like crazy on the hair, and they were like, yes, this is metal on the hair, look what it's doing. So that's a nightmare, because that happens inside your foils. That's when you get like bubbling foils, and it's like, what's going on, you know? And this just prevents it, because it pulls all that stuff out. So it's kind of like guaranteeing your work. gives you a much more even finish, which